This summer, your favorite justice porn returns with new episodes of Live PD coming to your TV to make you come. White people, get ready to put your hand in your pants as you get to experience firsthand what you are too privileged to ever experience for yourselves when cops beat down, people in marginalized societies, but it's definitely not racial at all, see? It just so happens that the neighborhoods that they patrol happen to not be the white ones, but seriously, look past that. What are you, one of those libs? Go back to eating your pesto avocado sandwich, you loser. This is a show for real men who get hard-ons watching the enforcers of the institutions kicking minorities when they are already down because society lets it happen. So, if you're ready for some good old-fashioned oppression, turn off that CNN bullshit, escape reality, and tune into A&E Wednesdays at 9 for some Live PD, because blue lives are definitely not poo lives. Don't believe what anyone says. And why are you so mean to us cops? Paid for by the National American Man-Boy Love Association. Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
What you're asking for has got a powerful price.
Welcome back to the Short News Podcast.
A lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
Give me that pussy!
You are fake news.
Smoke weed every day.
The only show that talks about the news here on podcast land. Forget that Michael Barbaro from New York Times or fucking Dan Bongino from Fox News. Dude, who even was Dan Bongino prior to being a weird-looking host of a show that my family loves to watch more than they love to listen to my own show? Yeah, well, that's sad, but we won't talk about that. Fuck, man, I can't believe just using Dan Bongino's name in the title has made that the Dan Bongio dude episode the most played episode of the summer. Like, holy shit, dude, are people that pissed about it? Or was it a good episode? Or was it because I said some shit about how my high school was lucky I didn't have a school shooter mentality about all the bullying? I mean, oh, man. Well, I don't know. Like, listen, man, racism makes me pretty fucking mad. A lot of that was going on back then, but yeah, should I be making fun of Dan Bongio dude more? Or was that cool as a one-time thing? I don't want to take away from all the fun we have bullying Ted Cruz, but he hasn't been on Fox News lately. I'm not really sure why. Maybe he's sick of being made fun of. I don't like going on the TV anymore, Heidi. There's this guy, this millennial that keeps making fun of me. So anyways, before we go on, I should talk about tech news before I forget, because we're going to talk about all kinds of news, but so today is Wednesday. Yesterday, Apple had their new event. Cool, right? They announced new iPhones, iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro, and the bezels, not the bezels, the notch is smaller. So cool. If you really like care about that, then all right, then I guess get a new iPhone. Starting price of $999, but then you add tax and that's something more like $1,030 or something. But you know, that's if you're rich, which I don't understand. Like, these companies expect people who are unemployed, whose unemployment just got cut off, to go out and buy new iPhones right now. I mean, unless Apple is still doing the thing where they slow down your iPhone after a year, which they got sued for and they lost that suit. If they're doing that again, then well, shit. Like we don't have a choice. But damn, dude, I really don't see a reason to buy this new iPhone. I don't. It just like it does the same shit as the one from last year, which I have, and they were just showing off, "Oh, look, you can shoot a full fucking movie. You can shoot a cinematic movie with your iPhone." And I'm like, "Why would I wanna do that though? I'm not a director. Like, I'm not I w and who is doing that? Is Marvel shooting their movies with iPhone Pros? I don't think they are. I don't think they ever will. And I had this argument with Ashley. It wasn't really an argument. It was more of just like a back and forth. She was like, "Well, if it's capable of doing that, then why would you like be mad about that?" And I'm thinking, okay, that's fair, but I really think they're marketing it as something that it's not. But then again, who am I? I'm just some dude. I don't know. Like they said the same thing about the iPhone 12 Pro. I have never shot a movie with this. I should try just to see if it's actually possible. But when they show them shooting movies with this new iPhone, it's like not just the iPhone. They have it hooked up to all this other shit. So it's like then wouldn't you just be better off getting a camera at this point with like a big lens? Or am I just stupid? Am I just stupid? I don't know. Some tech bro needs to come in and tell me what's going on here. But and then also I got a bone to pick with Apple here. Um they released updates for all their new devices and I was able to update 2 out of 4. So one half of my devices. But it was an update that is, people are saying you have to get because there's huge security issues that need to be corrected and you got to get this update right now, all that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? I can't get it on my watch or my MacBook. So fuck, dude. It's going to take 17 hours for this shit to install on my MacBook. That is if it actually works. And it's a 2 GB file. It's not like it's like a huge file or anything. It's really not. We have fast internet here. Um, so that's fucking weird. That's fucked up. And then also my watch, my Apple Watch is like, sorry, you can't update this because you need 2 GB more of space on your watch. There's maybe only like 3 GB of space on this watch. So are you telling me I have to every time that I update my watch, I have to restore it or some crazy shit like that because they want me to buy a new fucking watch? Sorry, you need more storage, but the only way you can get more storage is if you buy the newest watch. Ooh. Oh, we kind of got you in a pickle here, don't we? Oh, this is some bullshit, Apple. You guys used to be cool back when Steve Jobs was alive. Now you guys are doing some horse shit. Some absolute horse shit. I think the quality has gone down significantly, in my opinion. When Steve Jobs was still alive, shit was great. Shit was perfect. It was amazing. Now it's like, okay, cool, they've introduced some pretty innovative shit, but does it work? Not really. I was trying to download Certified Lover Boy for like 2 weeks. Could not get it to stay in my library on Apple Music. What is that about? And that's happened multiple times with other albums. What is going on there? Apple Music has been a thing for like what, 7 years? Get your shit together, Apple. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like iTunes has been around for how long? How long has iTunes? Almost like 20 years, probably. That's fucking nuts, dude. And this shit still doesn't work. Whatever. So Apple put out new shit. And I'm getting notifications on my watch now. What is this? Oh, Pi? Yeah, I'm mining fucking Pi cryptocurrency. I don't know why they just notified me 4 times to keep mining Pi. That is so annoying. Dude, technology, I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but technology has just not been working very well lately. It's kind of frustrating if we're being real here. Fucking technology, man. What are you gonna do, right? Anyways, I have a feeling this is going to be a dramatic week for news. I don't know why, but things are just fucking ridiculous right now. A fuck ton of nurses have resigned from their jobs in a New York hospital due to being mandated to get vaccines in order to stay employed. And the hospital had to stop delivering babies because of the nursing shortage this has caused. This just highlights how stupidity is grinding society to a halt. And listen, I hate when people have kids, but this is really shitty for people who live in that area. They can't get medical attention for something urgent because a bunch of selfish nurses didn't want to get a vaccine and literally quit their jobs because of it. Oh, sorry, my reflux. I didn't take my medication today. But I hope a hospital nearby has availability because I really don't know what people are going to do. You can't just hold a baby in when your water breaks. I don't know much about the female body, but I know that. So you have people on both sides taking this differently. You have the people like me who are mad that anti-vaxxers are hurting our society this way, and you have the complete brain dead side over here where they're using this as a way to say, see, this is why we shouldn't mandate the vaccine, when in reality, any nurse who is anti-vax should not be employed as a nurse anymore anyways. It's a shame that there's that many brain dead nurses out here, but maybe we need to rethink our nursing programs so that idiots aren't allowed through like this. It's true though. So many nurses are just completely shitty at their jobs and are pretty fucking mean. I can't tell you the number of times a nurse has painfully fucked something up for me. If you're a nice nurse, then maybe then thank you. Thank you so much for being that person, because a lot of nurses I've met are pretty fucking sick and tired of this shit, and you can just tell. When I was in the psych ward for 6 days back in 2017, the nurses there were legitimately manipulating patients to get them more upset and worked up for their pleasure, in sort of a scheme to get them to stay longer. If they're more distressed, then they'll have to stay longer. You get what I'm saying? So they wouldn't let us use the phones to call friends or family. My dad would call me multiple times in there, and they told him I was in a meeting. Meanwhile, I wasn't in a fucking meeting. It's a psych ward. They were lying to him and to Ashley and not telling me they were calling. My dad literally had to threaten them to get me on the phone. It was ridiculous. So nurses can be evil. Dude, that fucking psych ward, that gives me nightmares. Absolute nightmares. The reason I don't want to kill myself anymore, because if I fail again, then I'll end up back there, which is a fate worse than death, in my opinion. Like, there was only one really nice nurse who didn't try to incite shit within mentally disturbed people, and her name was Ashley, funny enough. So shout out to Nurse Ashley if you're listening to this by any chance. I hope you're doing well, and thanks for not hurting my feelings while I was in the psych ward. I appreciate it. I hope your degree and your nursing career is going great. Thank you. Anyways, so the nurses who have quit their jobs are probably the worst of the nurses. Get better nurses, hospitals. Don't hire hacks as medical professionals when they don't even agree with modern medicine. But again, it's fucked up that they can't deliver babies, but it's also fucked up if the nurses delivering infants are unvaccinated. That isn't safe. So the whole situation is fucked up from every side. I don't envy the people in charge of things over there right now. I'm going to try not to make this another vaccination episode. I know I said we would do a COVID episode down the road, but this isn't going to be it. I'm not prepared. I need to take a break from arguing back and forth with delusional people. So let's hope there's other things to talk about in the world that aren't this. Let's take a look. Shit. This is the only thing that's really relevant to talk about. Okay, so whatever, man. Fuck it. More vaccine talk. I'm really worried about our world for a lot of reasons, man. Like, we need to stop the misinformation because people are getting completely fucking wrecked by this virus. Also, an update here. I got this anti-fog spray for my glasses for when I have to wear a mask because that was the main thing that was making wearing the mask intolerable for me. So I was on the train going to class and it went pretty well, if we're being real. I could actually see through my glasses the entire time that I was in this shit, that I was going to class. It was good. It was fantastic. So if you have problems with fogging in your glasses while wearing a mask, then you don't have to suffer anymore. Just buy anti-fog spray for your glasses. And that'll be one less thing to worry about in this fucking weird world that we have to navigate now. But I can't believe we still have people who fight mandates. It's been 2 years. Why can't you just get over your selfishness and do the right thing? Why does it have to be about preserving the illusion of liberty? We have freedom of speech and we have freedom to buy a gun. That's just about all we're entitled to. If you go to a Kohl's or a TJ Maxx or somewhere and they have a mask dress code, then there's no constitutional law that protects you from having to abide by the rules of the store. The Constitution does not apply to having to wear a mask in a store. You have to do it. Okay, so I guess we're going back to vaccines. Fuck it. Nicki Minaj was talking about big balls and anti-vaxxing. There was this stupid fucking thing, the Met Gala, where rich people go meet up and be annoying and dress like assholes, and Nicki tweeted about why she isn't going. And it had to do with the Met Gala's mandate that you have to be vaccinated to attend. So she tweeted about it and got a lot of backlash and ended up telling this insane story about how her cousin in Trinidad knows some dude whose balls got swollen and became impotent, and his fiance left him and he blamed it on the COVID vaccine. Yeah, definitely not a sexually transmitted infection. He's definitely not covering up infidelity by saying it was the vaccine. Totally, Nicki. I cannot stress enough. Do not get your vaccine information from Nicki Minaj. And she claims she's doing her own research before she gets vaccinated. And okay, at least she's not completely against the idea of getting it, but I'm being fucking generous here. I really wonder what kind of groundbreaking research Nicki Minaj, the rapper, is going to conduct in her fucking laboratory. What is my cat doing? Susie? No. 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 No, you don't do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like trying to open the door to this closet or something? I don't know. But the second you start a sentence about modern medicine with my cousin in Trinidad, without it being my cousin in Trinidad who is a doctor, you're off to a bad fucking start because that's the I know a guy who knows a guy argument, which isn't a peer-reviewed source in a reputable journal. I'm taking classes for this shit. My degree is in analyzing data. The thing we learn is you need to find reputable sources, otherwise you have nothing to back your argument. My cousin in Trinidad isn't a source that can be cited. My cousin in Trinidad's friend isn't a source who can be cited. And listen, I love Nicki Minaj. She's the original giant booty. But this is not it. This is not the look, Nicki. You have a massive ass. No, you have a massive fan base who you just encourage to hesitate from getting a vaccine that would help us out of this pandemic. And now we're fucked, dude. We were fucked before, but Nicki Minaj just made things much fucking worse. Dude, why even say this shit? Like, keep it to yourself. I had hesitations about the vaccine months before I got it. There's a raw recording somewhere of me voicing those doubts if I haven't deleted it yet. I edited it out of the fucking episode. But I had doubts, which I decided not to publish, which ended up being the right move to make. I didn't know what I was even talking about. I didn't even know what mRNA was at this point. I was just listening to a former classmate of mine from my old college who was telling me things she didn't even understand either. But once I was better educated, then I was completely on board with getting this vaccine. This is why I stan Doja Cat now. She probably got her vaccine. I really hope people aren't getting their vaccine advice from rappers, though. That's really not a good idea. Please, people, listen to the doctors. Not the nurses, the doctors. And not the rappers either. They're saying to get vaccinated. The doctors are saying to get vaccinated for the sake of us all. And to get rid of this virus. Just fucking do it, man. I'm so sick of this shit. I say this every episode. Now I have to get mad about Nicki Minaj? Come on, man. This is getting insane. Nicki, did you do this much research when you got those dangerous fucking ass injections? Because her ass isn't real, it's obvious. She got 2 silicone balloons hanging off her backside. The negative side effects of that, the long-term effects, are terrible for the body. So it seems like Nicki's logic doesn't apply to everything, only something that she's being told to get, which is the vaccine in this case. And she's just another example of an American getting worked up because they think they have more liberties than they actually have. Getting the vaccine should not be this big of a deal to people. Just fucking get it. We know that vaccines work. I want to see Nicki Minaj in a lab, goggles and white lab coat, all that shit, doing tests and experiments to get to the bottom of this vaccine business. Fucking Dr. Nicki Minaj, vaccine specialist. Can't get over the my cousin's friend's balls got swollen and his girl left him argument. It seems like his girl knows what's up more than Nicki knows. How do you not understand what an STI is? The dude was obviously fucking around, caught a disease from some ratchet bitch. Now he's trying to cover it up with vaccine misinformation. You have to be brain dead to not realize that this is exactly what happened here. I knew Nicki Minaj isn't the most educated person on earth, but I didn't think she was this stupid. Like, holy shit, bro. So again, if you're getting your vaccine advice from Nicki Minaj, then you're a lost fucking cause. I'm sorry, but it's completely true. And Nicki Minaj fans are rabid people. So calling them out is a big risk. The Barbs, they call themselves, I think. The Barbs are going to come after me, which is ridiculous. You should be allowed to call out stupidity without getting attacked by rabid fans. It's the same thing with the K-pop fans. They're horrible people who just team up and attack anyone who criticizes K-pop at all. Which, by the way, don't do that. I learned it the hard way. And you know who's even worse? You know who's even fucking worse? Fucking Google Stadia players. Holy shit. Those guys are weird fucking nerds. The worst reply guys in history. I said one thing about how I think Stadia is dumb. And this dude tagged me. Or tagged, like, no, he replied and tagged all these fucking famous Stadia players to come ratio me and try to convince me that Stadia is the best. Like, how do you think this is going to change my opinion in any way? It's only going to make me think you guys are desperate to get people onto your side. Because everyone knows cloud gaming is fucking pointless unless you have amazing fiber optic internet. PC gaming is superior. Why would I want to not own the actual console I'm playing on? That's fucking ridiculous. If I want to play a game, I'll use my fucking PC. I don't want to offload gaming to some server somewhere and have it lag out all the time. But these people are relentless. The Stadia people are so fucking bad. It makes me hope Stadia goes under and gets shut down and Google gives up on it. It's so bad, dude. Just stop trying to make it cool. As much as I love Twitter, interactions like those make it less enjoyable at times. Or like yesterday, I made a tweet about AOC and her tax the rich dress at the Met Gala and how it's just a really bad look coming from a wealthy politician, and this dude tried to argue with me about it. And I want to say the reason I think it was a bad look is because it's tone deaf for a rich person to go to a rich person gala and act like they're better than any other rich person. Additionally, partying and sipping cocktails with the wealthy elite class while wearing designer clothing, while Black Lives Matter protesters outside are getting their heads smashed in by cops, is a really shitty look. You can't change my mind on that. The whole Met Gala is just stupid to me. So much money goes into this one night of bullshit while people's unemployment benefits have been cut off and they're just trying to find jobs. These fucking celebrities get to ignore all that shit completely and show us all how much richer and better they are than all of us. Like, I really hate this society sometimes. Celebrities get to live so much more luxurious lives than the rest of us. It's depressing. All I want is to be able to afford a Nissan, a used Nissan. And these dudes are out here getting $35,000 invitations to a one-night gala where, like, the plate is, like, what, $300,000? What was the plate? Like, thousands of dollars for, like, what you're eating there? And then one-night gala about tax evasion, a.k.a. selling fine art as assets. It seems pretty tone-deaf to me. While there's all this scary shit going on in our world, and politicians hanging out with rich celebrities bothers me a lot. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a minority in thinking this, but that's just how I'm feeling. But whatever. We should move on to something else, like making fun of Ted Cruz. We've been missing out, but you know what? It's time for this once again. It's time for us to return to Ted Cruz and in the Senate speaking about bullshit.
I want to make a few remarks
Oh, that's loud.
on Senator Menendez's request for unanimous consent on the nomination of Donald Liu to be Assistant Secretary of State for the Bureau of
Wait, let me fix this volume.
South and Central Asian Affairs, and also on the nomination of Brett Holgram to
is
be the
that good?
Assistant Secretary of State for
Okay.
Intelligence and Research. The reality is that had these nominees been confirmed in August, they would have done nothing to stop the administration's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Oh boy, here we go.
President Biden bears responsibility for the catastrophe that has unfolded in Afghanistan.
Oh yeah?
President Biden repeatedly ignored reasonable advice and the intelligence.
Wasn't Donald Trump ready to pull out of Afghanistan, like, ASAP? Like, wasn't he about to do the same fucking shit? And I guarantee you, Ted Cruz would be slobbing on his knob. He'd be on the Senate floor like he is now, would be like, oh yeah, Donald Trump is a genius at war strategy. That's him deep-throating Donald Trump's tiny wang. Donald Trump really made the right decision. You know what I mean? That's what it would be. No, because it's a Democrat. Because it's a Democrat, I have to shit on them completely because I don't want to agree with people that aren't on my team. Like, listen, man, I'm a Yankees fan, but if the Red Sox play a fantastic fucking season, I'm gonna congratulate them on that. Does that make sense? I don't know.
On what was happening on the ground in the run-up to the disastrous withdrawal. He abandoned the Bagram airfield well before August, setting the stage for the chaos at the Kabul airport. He wasn't even listening to his staff on what needed to be done on Afghanistan. Instead, he imposed an arbitrary deadline for political purpose.
Homie's acting like Joe Biden was the only one involved in making the decision to pull out from Afghanistan. It's ridiculous to me. Like, dude, you realize Joe Biden isn't the one. No, he knows. That's the thing. He knows that Joe Biden isn't the one making every single fucking decision. He has people around him. That's what the cabinet is for. That's what all those war strategists are for. This was not, Joe Biden didn't just wake up one day and was like, you know what, I'm going to pull out of Afghanistan like this. No. Dude, this was going to be gruesome. This was going to be shitty any way that we pulled out. It was like the inevitable. We were delaying the inevitable, which was the Taliban coming back and taking back over. They were waiting for the right time, which if we stayed there, the right time wouldn't have come. But we also would have been wasting resources, military resources, money that could be going towards other things for our country, focusing on the stuff going on over here. But so I don't understand what Ted is trying to say. Like, this is what I have to say.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
With disastrous results. I'm not going to object to consent on this individual, Mr. Liu, and on Mr. Holgram in a moment that Senator Menendez will ask for. But let's be clear. The administration is trying to play a blame game, to deflect blame for their absolute failure to conduct a reasonable and rational drawdown, to deflect blame for President Biden's
So how would you have done it, Ted? How would you have done it? Do you know how to pull out from Afghanistan? Do you have a plan? I don't think you do. I really don't think you do.
Nothing is impossible.
Shut up, Shia. Fuck off.
What?
Anyways, Ted, you don't have a plan, though. You don't have a better plan. Like I just said, any which way that we would have pulled out, the Taliban would have come back. The Taliban would have come back and they would have taken all this shit anyways. So what the fuck do you want? Like, he just wants to shit on Joe Biden any possible way he can, but then, like, not, like, give a better alternative. He just comes up there to that fucking podium and complains, Joe Biden didn't do what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to stay until a Republican could come as president and pull out, and then we could praise him instead, even if there was negative repercussions for Afghanistan, but we would still praise him. But Joe Biden did it, so we're gonna make him the enemy now. We're gonna make him the enemy, and my wife will not sleep with me. I'm Ted Cruz, and my wife will not have sexual relations with me, so I have to like creepy tweets that look like her on the internet.
Decision to abandon Bagram to the Taliban to deflect blame for President Biden's indefensible decision to give the Taliban a list of names of Americans and Afghans who are now very much in harm's way and in jeopardy because of the foolishness and the manifest incompetence of this administration.
So what would you do, Ted? So what would your plan be? I would love to know what your strategy would be, Texas senator. Fucking idiot. You've never served a fucking second in the military in your life. Raphael. Dun, 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 dun. Fucking, you're a fart. That's what you are. You're this.
What?
You're a fart. In the words of Mark McGrath to that dude who called him sugar gay. You're a fart. Smell my fart.
And we say bye-bye.
That's what I have to say, you motherfucker. What other soundboard things do I have on here?
You are fake news.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, Ted doesn't approve of that.
None of the nominees I have holds on would have made one difference in what happened in Afghanistan. And it's difficult to believe that even my Democratic colleagues believe, political talking points notwithstanding, how, for instance, the Assistant Secretary for Educational and Cultural Affairs could have stopped President Biden from gift-wrapping Bagram Airfield and giving it to the Taliban.
So we should have stayed? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand, dude. Like, we had to leave. It was time to pull out. Nothing was getting accomplished. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. It's a broken record here. Regardless of how we would pull out, once we were completely out of there, shit would have gone exactly the way that it's currently going, with the Taliban taking back over. We were delaying the inevitable. That is it. And he knows that too. That's the thing. That's the hilarious thing, is he knows that, but he wants to be able to use this to bring up, to create a narrative against Joe Biden that benefits his party in winning the next election. They would be like, see, look at the way Joe Biden handled the pullout of Afghanistan. That was worse than my cousin pulling out of his now wife because they had 5 children. He pulled out the wrong way. It was a bad pullout. I know firsthand or secondhand, because Emilio and Eduardo did not pull out properly of my wife, and now I have kids that are not actually mine or related to me at all. They do not call me dad. They call me Teddy, and that is why my children will not allow me to kiss them, because they are not actually my children. So I am just some weird man that lives with them in their house.
It's also important to provide a little bit of background on why these holds are in place in the first place. President Biden is not following the law. He's refusing to follow the law which mandates the imposition of sanctions on Nord Stream 2. Those sanctions had succeeded, had halted Nord Stream 2 in its place, and President Biden transformed an incredible foreign policy victory into an incredible foreign policy defeat.
Dude, you're literally a senator from Texas. What the fuck do you know about foreign policy?
When President Biden came into office, he willfully and brazenly disregarded the law, and he allowed Nord Stream 2 to continue on its road to completion, which was in effect a multi-billion-dollar gift of Vladimir Putin at the expense of Europe's security and at the expense of American national security. However, there is still time to stop Nord Stream 2 if we act quickly. A pipeline that isn't 100% complete is effectively 0% complete. And I'm not going to stop working.
So you're against pipelines now. That's so fucking weird, Ted, because I'm pretty sure with that other pipeline that the Democrats were against, you were completely for it. So what's the difference here? Is that, the team is different, right? The fucking team is different. So you got to be salty now? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What is wrong with you?
What?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And like a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you have to say to that, Ted?
To halt Nord Stream 2 to stop Russia and to prevent Vladimir Putin from economically blackmailing our European allies and threatening American jobs.
I'm sorry.
These consents, and more broadly, what the administration is engaged in, is a blame game trying to distract blame from their own.
Why is he like looking like he's about to crack up? He's like smirking. Bro, you know that what you're doing is bullshit.
Actions. But it's worth noting.
Ain't I a little stinker? Ain't I a little stinker, huh? Coming out here and criticizing Joe Biden for something he barely even did.
That I have offered to lift my holds from the beginning. And indeed, over a month ago, I extended the offer to Treasury Secretary Yellen, to the National Security Advisor in the White House, and to Senator Menendez, that I would lift the holds on Treasury nominees and lift the holds on State Department career nominees, if the administration either imposed sanctions under
Wait, I got this notification. Cody Ko uploaded. You cringe, you lose. Let me give a message to Cody Ko here really quickly. All right? Let me give a fucking message here to Cody Ko. Hey, Cody. And clip this if you want. Send it to him. Cody, it is time to change your YouTube profile picture. It literally looks like you when you were 15. It is time to change the YouTube profile picture. You are a good-looking dude. You are a good-looking dude. I like the hair. Update your shit. Update your fucking picture. God, dude, that is false advertising. You are not a child anymore. You are 30. Update the profile picture, Cody. Oh my God. I cannot stress enough that Cody Ko needs to update his YouTube profile picture. And I need to update my YouTube profile picture as well. It's from like last year. So so many YouTubers need to update their shit. Logan Paul has had the same. He looks. It's a weird profile picture. Like the way it's photoshopped just looks fucking weird. But anyways, fucking talking about all these podcasters. Meanwhile, Ted Cruz is going off. Go off, Queen. They told me to go off, Queen. And I did. I came in there and I shat on Joe Biden for things he had no involvement in at all because he's an old man who doesn't know what's going on. But, you know, the other people, we won't talk about them because that makes things more complicated than them people on my side will understand. So we'll just blame Joe Biden, and my wife will not have sex with me. It's very sad. But, you know, that is why I do this job. That is why I work against women's rights to choose. I do not want them to be able to choose. I want to be able to put my sperm in whoever I want and for it to stay there because I'm Ted Cruz and I do not have sex with anybody. My wife will not have sexual relations with me. I don't have testicles. It's a bad situation. I don't know what I'm going to do.
The Countering American Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, or if they waive those sanctions in such a way that it would trigger Congress having an override vote. On August 5th, I extended that offer directly to Secretary Yellen. Unfortunately, the administration hasn't acted on it. They have decided that their policy of gift wrapping a multi-billion-dollar pipeline for Vladimir Putin and Russia was so important that they wanted to deny Congress even a vote on it. Under CATSA, CATSA was passed for precisely these circumstances, for an administration that refuse to follow U.S. law and refuse to comply with tough sanctions on Russia. That's what the advocates of CAATSA argued. This is a mechanism to force an administration to obey U.S. law and stand up to Russia. Now, at the time, the Democrats believed they were speaking about the Trump administration. But the principles behind CAATSA apply equally to Joe Biden's defying the law and giving this gift of Vladimir Putin at the expense of U.S. national security interests.
Weren't you guys, weren't the Republicans allowing pipelines to be built as well? I'm not just completely out of my mind on that, correct? There was a pipeline that they approved, that Trump approved. Yeah? So why is he now against pipelines? I don't understand.
This administration has had a path for months to clear these nominees. It has declined to exercise that path. That path remains before it. Nonetheless, because this nominee and the next one are directly relevant to cleaning up the mess that the Biden administration has made in Afghanistan, I do not object.
Well, I'm all for cleaning up the mess
President Biden
that we left. And there are certain things that I'm like, why did we do that? And I really hope there's a strategic reasoning for that. Like, why did we leave all of our shit behind? And I know there are people that are like, duh, you couldn't bring all that back. Think of all the time and resource it would take to just bring all the equipment back. And it's like, okay, fair enough. But why did we, now the Taliban has night vision goggles and crazy fucking army gear and armor. And that's one thing that I definitely understand, or I can agree with Ted a little bit about. It's like, okay, why do we leave that shit behind for them to now have? They just got loot, they just got free loot worth $1 bajillion. I would love to have free loot. Can I have army equipment for free? Or do I have to be a terrorist? So I understand that, but I think Ted is doing this thing where because it's not his side doing a thing that his side would have done, he's going to call him out for doing this thing that his side would have done. So it's kind of crazy, It's kind of weird. It's kind of this crazy fuckery that's going on. And, Ted Cruz just needs to shut his mouth, in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. But what do I know? I'm just some sociology student who doesn't know anything, right? Anyways, speaking of Republicans that are annoying, we gotta look at the Karens of the world, the recent Karens. Did my favorite place get shut down? Fringe Report. Okay. Alright, they're still around. They haven't posted in a while. Damn. Okay. So let's see. We need something recent, right? We need something that applies to the current COVID restrictions and the vaccinations and all that shit. Alright, here we go. Let's see this one. This is from yesterday.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to Karen, because let's hope Carter's when a multitude with
Okay, so I don't understand. There's a fire truck. Oh, there's a lady blocking the... Yeah, this one's
stuff gets that she dishonesty.
Baby, see where you...
Alright, okay, so I'm going to try this one and see if this is better.
Or compilation of crazy beats in several you do the way.
Damn, all these, they have commentary, and that's not what I want. So We're gonna go with this one. Or we're gonna go here.
Yeah, sorry.
What you shot and bad? What for, gay?
Shoplifting.
What?
That's all.
Shoplifting?
Yeah, you're not
Oh,
allowed.
you fucking half-face fucking cow. Who do you think you are, eh?
You're not
A
allowed.
ball of vodka? Ah, fuck off, you chicken
out.
cow. Hey, you know what I always say? Times are hard and friends are few. Tear out to fucking you.
Damn, Lucky Charms guy has gotten fucked with way too many times. They're after me, Lucky Charms. I don't know what I'm saying.
The sunlight loving and the moonlight having a wonderful time.
Conor McGregor's gonna beat the shit out of me one day for that. He's gonna be like, "You ain't shit, you little cunt. I'll fuck you in your ass." I don't know. Is that something he would say?
Help you facilitate.
No, you don't need to help us facilitate by staying at the side and stopping traffic. You have no authority over me. I don't care what you say.
An anti-masker holding an anti-mask sign. So that's what's going on here.
Take your mask off, and then I'll listen to you. Until you take your mask off, I don't listen to Satan. You understand? And I don't listen to no Satan's words, no Satan followers. Take your mask off and follow with the people because our children are suffering.
How is wearing a mask satanic? I would really love to know if somebody could educate me on that. How is a mask satanic? Like to cover your face from disease. It seems like a pretty simple thing to me.
No, she's not having one. Are you concerned? Why? Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? All right, you're telling me. Are you a doctor? You got no soul to say what you said. Are you a doctor calling her that she's having a mental health crisis? Are you a doctor? What? Are you a doctor now? Assessing her? Why did you say she?
No, but he's a cop, so I guess, like, listen, I'm not a big cop fan, but he can decide. Technically, he can decide if you're having a mental breakdown. I mean, let's be real.
She's having a mental health crisis. Are you a doctor? Oh, you have to check on people? Come and check on the children that are killing themselves. Protect the children.
The children that are killing themselves? Why? Because they have to stay inside and play Fortnite all day? Dude, that's fucking dope for kids. That's fucking dope. Oh my god, I have to stay inside on Discord with my friends. It sucks so much. Oh, but it doesn't really matter because I'm a kid, so I fucking don't care about restrictions and I'll break them anyways. Yeah, all the kids that are killing themselves probably because they would be killing themselves regardless of the fucking virus and the pandemic and the lockdowns or whatever the fuck you're worried about. You idiot. Then maybe you should be wondering, what are those issues that are causing those kids to want to kill themselves? Because it's not just, oh, there's a virus, let me kill myself because I can't go to fucking laser tag with the boys. It's not the fucking case, dude.
We've had enough. We've had enough. Let's shut the road down. We've had enough.
They sound so stupid too. Like, what? We have enough. Why do these people always sound so stupid?
We're gonna
Fucking problem. Take off the fucking mask and wake the fuck up. You pathetic
It's an airport.
people. You pathetic people.
Oh god.
We call you Americans? Where's your balls? My balls right through there. My balls right here.
What the fuck? What a psycho. Just put your mask on. My god.
Where is the law? Where's the law for this? Where's the law for this?
Where's the law for this? Okay, it doesn't have to be a law. You're in a public place that is owned by a company that is telling you that the rule of being in their building, I believe this is an airport, yeah? the rule of being in their airport is that you have to wear a mask because there is a pandemic. That is not related to a law. That is not related to the Constitution in any way. That is related to the way you must conduct yourself while inside of their airport. You don't own the airport. Your taxes aren't paying for the airport. So therefore, the law, there's no laws that need to be applied in this airport. You wear your fucking mask because everyone else is doing it, and that's the rule. In order to be served in the airport.
I want to see the law.
I want to see the law.
Show me the law. Show me the law.
She's belligerent. It's like, dude, just leave then. Just drive yourself back to wherever you're going. You don't deserve to travel on a plane. Somebody said, with a face like that, they're doing you a favor. Oh, man. I love people sometimes.
You guys are all sheeple. You're all sheeple.
Oh, here we go. You're all sheeple.
Okay, get your Jabberwocky. Keep on going.
Oh, my God. Insanity.
I don't believe in federal crap anymore. I don't believe in anything. I'm a Southern being. I'm a Southern being as American.
Her fucking mask is under her nose, by the way. You guys can't see this, but she's not even wearing the mask right. They told her to put on. She's intentionally putting it on, like, incorrectly.
Yes. No, as a person that lives in this community, it's like I live under the
They're all laughing at her.
Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I have back the blue on my car. Again, nothing political, please.
I have back the blue on my car. Nothing political, please. Back the blue is very much political of a statement to make. It's very obviously a conservative statement. It's saying you are with the police regardless of the fucked up shit that they're doing. That is very much political.
You know, support police.
Fuck you.
And there is a officer right behind me who just pulled me over, and he's young, so he might give me the ticket, he might not. But get this. Here's why I was pulled over. I will be honest, because I'm not gonna lie, because God keeps me humbled daily. But
here we go.
I didn't stop and do the 1, 2, 3 at the stop sign. I just stopped and then just went because I knew that there was no cars in sight, no children, because I know how to drive very well.
You gotta do that 1, 2, 3, otherwise they can pull you over. What the fuck? You're not invincible because you have a back the blue sticker. Is that what she's trying to say?
Just do. Again, I'm not being conceited, not bragging, but if he comes back and gives me a ticket, I'm going to make another video, okay? All right, so just bear with me. Okay, so let me rephrase. You aren't or you are giving me a ticket? Wow. Okay, guys, you saw it firsthand. Just wanted you to know I got back the blue only because I support that. Please, nothing political here. But know that
Please, nothing political here, but I have back the blue on my car, and I assume that's going to make me invincible. Or immune to getting pulled over for breaking traffic laws. I can stop at a stop sign for only 1 second instead of the 3 seconds that I was taught in driving school because I have Back the Blue on my car. Are you insane?
Your name? Who? Your first name is Debbie? Oh, I'm sorry, Deputy Walter. Where are you with? Sheriff's Office. Wow, in Cherokee County, Georgia. Can you believe that? What a jerk.
You literally didn't stop at a stop sign for the amount of time that you're supposed to. I make sure to stop at the stop sign for 3 seconds every time. I'm trained to do it. I drive like a grandma. I've learned my lesson, and I drive like a grandma. So that's crazy to me.
I don't try shit, I do it.
UPS driver trying to go to work. Girl got in his car. Won't let him out.
So there's this lady in the UPS driver's truck who won't let him start his job. I don't know why.
What job is he doing? Deliver packages. If he had to deliver a package, he could have got it out the motherfucking back and delivered the motherfucking package. But he's got to drive
But why are you in his car?
He didn't deliver no package.
Why are you in his
because
car?
I'm trying to get where?
Where you want to go?
School.
Okay, let me call you. I'm gonna call you Uber.
Can I call you Uber? No.
Okay.
Do I want to live? No.
This man got to go
Do I
to
want
work.
my car? Yes. Do I want my mom? Yes. Do I want a vaccine?
Your mom is not here.
I think your mom wants you.
You have to let the UPS driver go to work.
She's
He
insane.
got to deliver packages.
She don't have to want me. I want me.
But you just said you want to
I got me. Because she was where?
Here's the police coming now.
Yesterday.
UPS driver have to go to work. Girl jumped in his car.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Now, the best part. Karen of the week. Uh-oh.
Hey there. I know some of you might recognize me from my initial post on Instagram. I've been hiding a lot and not showing exactly what this has done to me. But I'm done hiding.
What?
And I'm done being scared. There are several stories like mine. The same doctors who told us this was safe are the same doctors brushing.
So she's pretending that she has these negative side effects from vaccines, but she
us off
doesn't. She's
as if we
doing it for
didn't matter.
TikTok.
It is now time that we are heard, seen, and believed. Hey there, you might recognize me from this video. First, I want to say that I don't owe anyone an explanation, but I do want to address a situation that has
here we
occurred
go.
over the past couple of days. Apparently, there were a group of individuals who posted me in a thread claiming that what I have been going through over the past 5 months is fake.
Yes.
This group of individuals has not only threatened myself and my family, but also my friends and anyone who has supported me throughout this journey.
Oh boy.
This is for those who are attacking me while I'm trying to recover from my injury.
Here we go.
I don't judge you for questioning me because you don't know me personally. But what I do judge you for is putting someone who is already going through enough through more. I've also had my GoFundMe reported so many times that I've had to provide invoices and doctor information, which is totally okay because I have plenty of that. Also, this isn't an emotionally charged response from the negative comments that I've received.
What?
This is fact-based information that is happening to real people all across the world. There are several people like myself who are unwilling to come out with their story.
I got my vaccine. I didn't have Tourette's tics, and I'm someone who has Tourette's. I legitimately have Tourette's. You want to know my tick? That's my tick. There it is. I just showed you. Did that happen after I got my vaccine? No. You're fucking ridiculous.
simply because of situations like this.
Some dumb blonde white chick.
Also, I want to say that I am not anti anything. I willingly received my first dose, and I am pro-choice across the board.
You got your first dose, and then, like, if you actually believe that you had these negative side effects, you're just fucking delusional. I'm looking at this right now, and it's very obviously like her forcing her to make these movements. They're like fucking choreographed. You can just tell. If they were involuntary movements, then you would know they were involuntary movements. This is an act.
I believe that everyone should have a choice to make given all of the information.
Fucking bitch.
And just because something hasn't happened to you or anyone you know doesn't mean that it's not happening. Also, just because I don't look sick all of the time doesn't mean that I'm not. I'll give you an example. Someone who has seizures may not have them 24/7. However, they do try to live a normal life. And just because I don't look like this all the time doesn't mean I'm not going through it. I shouldn't be at fault for trying to live my life how it used to be. So to wrap this up, I'm here to say that I won't hide. And also that we should be able to talk about both the positive and the negative outcomes of the health decisions that we are faced with.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut!
What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. She's obviously fine. If you see her talking about this shit, she doesn't have any fucking problems. She just shows pictures of herself laying in beds. It's like, wow. Wow, dude, you seem to really be struggling. You were able to make this TikTok with green screens and shit. Really, really struggling. Anyways, it's time for the final part of this podcast episode, where we look at people's relationship issues and we try to help them. And so let's do that with relationship advice. Yeah. All right, let's help homie here. Let's help this dude. My girlfriend cheated on me and I don't know what to do anymore. My girlfriend that I've been dating for 4 years has cheated on me recently and been with someone else for about 2 months. The guy was clueless and didn't know she was in a relationship, and she was feeling regretful for actually going out on dates with him while she was with me. She tried to end it with him when she started to fall so in love with me, but he insisted and still wanted to continue just for her to ignore him. But yesterday we went out to the store and her phone accidentally picked up while in her pocket, and the guy figured out she was with me, and he texted me as soon as possible to tell me everything that has happened. He seemed mad once he found out she was actually with me while they were together, so she was basically dating 2 guys at once. I don't know what to do. I've been crying a lot recently, breaking down, confused on how this could happen and wish it would have worked. I'm even thinking like a dumbass, wanting to get back with her and start over, since she talked to me saying how she still wants us to be together. I don't know if I can ever move on and let go. Well, what does the top comment say? Leave her, leave her, leave her, leave her, leave her, leave her. You will cry a lot, but you will save yourself a lot of time, anxiety, and energy if you leave her and kick her out of your life. Yeah, I could not word that much better. Like, the fact that she's dating you and somebody else at the same time, that is not somebody that you want in your life. That is somebody that you want to completely remove from your life and get as far away from as possible for your own self-respect, for your own mental health, you know? So that's what you gotta do, in my opinion. And that's what it comes down to. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode of the Short News Podcast. I'm Alex Mador. Like I said, do not listen to Nicki Minaj for vaccine advice. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in a couple days. Rest in peace, Norm MacDonald, by the way. Wow, that was shitty, but listen, I hope things get better for us all. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.